mistreat me. Don't need the pain. Don't mistreat me. Don't need that again. Not going down that lonesome road. Been there before, out in the cold. Acting like a child, and you know I won't miss you. I won't miss you. I can't take your attitude. Can't take your attitude. I'll be damned if I waste my time out the door, leaving silence behind. Acting like a child, and you know I won't miss you.
You are back with Baz. You are listening to Blues on the Hill. They have been to Memphis. They are all back. They're semi-finalists. Welcome back to Blues on the Hill. Boris, Max, Nick, Callie, Bill and Charlie Bedford. Welcome back.
We're here.
Now.
They are all here, as you can hear.
As you can tell.
As you can tell. Just a bit.
Just as noisy as we were when we left.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, first of all, congratulations, semi-finalist, first attempt, wonderful achievement. Now, to both of you, first to Callie and the band, and then Bill later, was it the challenge itself? Was it what you expected, or did it exceed your expectations?
I didn't know what to expect. We just went there with open hearts and minds and took our music and had as good a time as possible. And I didn't know what it would be like. But the standard was incredible. It was phenomenal. It really was. And you know what? To be a judge on that, it would be like judging oranges, apples, bananas and kiwi fruits. I don't know how they do it. I can't imagine being in that position because everything was different from everything else. But we were original Australian blues, so we were pretty
You
cool.
were, and
Yeah.
semi-finalists, you know,
Yeah.
getting that recognition as being an international level blues band. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
And Bill? Get a bit closer to that one, mate. There we go.
The main thing I took away from the actual competition was how polished everybody's shows were. Like it was, you know, I guess because of the time constraints partly as well, but everybody was just, it was so just out front and it all locked in and super tight, and I went home thinking, alright, instead of playing gigs now, I've got to build myself a show.
Yeah.
That was
Absolutely.
that was the main thing I went home.
Well, it is. You have to put on a show. I mean, especially over there, it is the home. It's the showmanship.
Yeah.
And it's the level that we have to get to as performers here, isn't it? Like, you know, I mean, we can match them for sure. And that's the great thing to see. Now the band, the rest of the band, what's your opinions on it all?
Yeah, well,
Boris?
Yeah, Boris here. I found it really interesting seeing all the different takes on the blues. So it was broader than what probably I'd had a pretty narrow idea of what blues was, and even to the point where we were recommended to do a gospel song in our set. They said everyone does a gospel song because gospel is just the other side of the blues.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a surprise to me and kind of quite liberating in a way, actually. So
It was refreshing, wasn't
yeah,
it?
refreshing.
Yeah.
And it's great as you both made the semi-finals. While there's no semi-finals for Charlie, Charlie played on semi-final night, which is as good as making the semis as far as I'm concerned, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a wonderful thing.
That was amazing. Yeah.
Well, not many got to play on semi-finals, so I mean, do you get judged or not as the in the junior competition? Is there judges? Do you get any feedback? Like these people get feedback. Yeah. What about you?
Well, the past couple of years, like I don't think they've ever done it before, but this year they actually judge it as if you were in the competition, even though it doesn't count for anything. Okay. But now they'll give you scores and feedback, which they're sending in the mail. It should be pretty soon now, so we're just waiting on that. But
It's fabulous.
Yeah, so they give us feedback, which is awesome. Like last year, I played with my other band Limelight at Rum Boogie, and I asked the judges at the end who were going to judge the finals what they thought, and they gave me some advice, and it was really good. So.
And while we're on you, morning television on Chicago, playing an original song with that, and also with Stevie Van Zandt from the E Street Band.
Yeah, and Barber from the IBC. It was
Doesn't happen every day, does it?
It was amazing. It's just crazy.
I don't know what you. Unbelievable achievement. And Kelly herself too, of course, the band was Rum Boogie. I saw your semi-final heat. Incredible. You lifted. I mean, you have to lift for the semis. You think you get there and you play the heats and you think, oh, this is it. Now I'm in the semis. Now what am I going to do?
Yeah.
But you lifted. I watched it live, and the energy coming out of that show was sensational.
Oh, thank you. It felt really... It was a long, skinny stage. And the stage we were at the night before, Tin Roof, which was amazing because we'd written a song on the album called Hot Tin Roof, which we sang at that venue, and we did our two quarters at the Tin Roof, with big stage and get off and then you get to Rum Boogie. It's this long, skinny stage. I'm thinking, what am I going to do with this? So I'm back and forth along the balustrade. So and the people up the top, and it was incredible. It's just incredible. The venues are all amazing. They're all really well decked out, and they're made to draw you in, really. But the thing that I think it got all of us was the kindness of people.
Absolutely.
How kind everyone was. And even when we took the run over to Nashville, back down to Clarksdale through there, Southern hospitality is so true. It's so real. They couldn't feed you enough. They couldn't chat with you enough. And when we were in Memphis, we were walking down the street and people go, "Hey, Aussie band!" It's the Aussies, and we'd stop and chat and so on. It was great. We got a lot of feedback about the music, and it was really good.
So, Bill, what about first time? Intimidating? What is the experience?
Definitely. That was my first time on a plane, even. So it was kind of
that was double whammy.
That hurdle to get over it, at the start, and then when we got there, it was kind of, I was seeing all these places that I'd seen in photos and on album covers and things like that, and I'm sitting there like, we're actually at the place where all this stuff happened, and that was, I think it took me a good couple of days to kind of get over that, surrealism of it. I thought I was going to wake up at any point, because it did kind of, it felt like a dream with all the crazy stuff that happened, like, from the night we got there.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll pinch you. You're awake.
Oh.
Now, Sun Studios. Let's talk about Sun Studios, because you both visited there. Now, Bill did a little EP there, which we haven't got ready, unfortunately, but we're going to get him to do a live one. So tell us about the Sun Studios experience first. Bill,
that was
Howlin' Wolf, Johnny Cash, a bloke called Elvis Presley, apparently he's pretty good.
That guy.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Who else? I think Jerry Lee Lewis has been in there. Carl Perkins.
Everybody,
How does it feel?
Insane.
Yeah.
It was kind of...
Tell them how it happened.
We were in there, we went on the tour, and the guy mentioned at the end of the tour, that he goes, "Oh, by the way, this is still a working studio." And Kelly, like, before anybody can take a breath, just rushes up and goes, "Have you got any time tonight?"
No, I thought you think he wanted me. Is this a date?
me and my drummer Brad and I, we both kind of looked at each other and went, "Well, we were going to make a record 6 months ago. We may as well just do it now." And so we got in there and we cut 6 tracks in an hour and a half.
Got Max on board?
Awesome.
And Max played bass, which was awesome.
No, thank you.
Fit perfectly.
Really
So you had them written beforehand, or what? Or you just wrote them on?
We wrote one, like, just completely in the studio. I didn't even write down the lyrics. I just ad-libbed the lyrics.
Fantastic.
But yeah, we also, Charlie sat in and we recorded Blues Had a Baby, which is
Awesome.
that was kind of a special one, because you had, like, Tilda's recorded that one, and then I don't know if Jess recorded it, but I've heard him play it 100 times, and Lloyd played it, and now we got to record it, and it was kind of it felt pretty amazing to be part of that chain.
All right, what we might do, because we've talked too much, I don't like talking too much, I like to get some music. So we might get you, if you could play one for us live off that,
Sure.
your little Sun Studios one.
mother, don't forget him, brother. Been having sex with the world for a long time. Some estimated the child is segregated. Now the story must be told. The blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll. And from Bessie Smith to Janet Joplin, the blues has been about. Jimi Hendrix had them too. The US to Japan, them other foreign lands come in out the cold. Blues had them baby and they called it rock and roll. Come on. Ain't no big thing that'll tell you the reason why. Green color or kind, put it out your mind. Out the cold. Blues had a baby and it called it rock and roll. And there's one thing I found that you can't get around. It's good all the way. And I ain't ashamed. Oh, no one's to blame. If you're right, I'ma pay your toll. Blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll. Well, the blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll. Had a baby and they called it rock and roll. Well, the blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll. Yeah. Well, the blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll.
Awesome stuff.
Rory, going off, mate.
What a wonderful way to finish. We are done. It's all over. We've got one song left. We're going to spin one more track off the Kelly Auty band, Kelly's Blues. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Murray.